Hi guys, I'm vonBorowsky and today I'm going to show you my last doll, Jacob, the Abyssinian cat. It is my very first time trying a realistic cat and it was very different to me to make. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to do a posing video like my last ones. I think you have seen a lot of this for now. So today I'm going to show you all the accessories I have made for this doll, which is my very first full set, which in the BJD world means the doll comes painted, assembled and such, and with clothes and other accessories. So I'm very happy to introduce you to my very first full set ball jointed doll. His name is Jacob, Jake for short, and he's based on pictures of a real cat. He's made of cold porcelain clay, which is an air dry clay you can make at home. The color of the clay is this brown, you can see here. This is not painted. And the other details are painted with an airbrush, pastels, a little bit of paint, and also pencils. I will show you some of these materials later in the video. It's the third time I airbrush a doll. Usually I don't paint them at all, and I'm quite happy with the results. Originally I was going to just paint a black stripe on the cat's back, but then I decided I will go forward and make some extra details to the cat look more as the real cat he's based on. Jacob is not scaled with any size of dolls. He's almost 12 centimeters high and about 12 centimeters long as well, without the tail, and the tail is about 6 centimeters long. Heavy. And it's one of my biggest dolls, just a little bit smaller than the maned wolf that I made. And there is a video of this wolf too, if you want to take a look. His eyes are hand-painted glass cabochons, which I have to import because I don't have this kind of glass here in Brazil. Some of you may think he's a little bit fat if you look at these angles. I decided to make round pieces on his body because, you know, cats usually will be more like in this shape instead of round, but then he wouldn't be able to make these movements. Let's weigh the doll. 138 grams. When posing a doll which has paint on the joints, just like this, it's better to split, separate the pieces a little bit and then move. It avoids scratching the paint. So every time you move, separate the pieces and then move. These are the materials I used to paint the doll. Here is some airbrush paint. These are great paints, I love them. I just have these colors, unfortunately, but they are used for almost all my dolls. Some pencils, the airbrush, and the pastels. I love the pastels, they are very useful. These ones are very old. They were given to me by my grandfather, which he's already passed away, and it is from when he worked as a graphic designer. I had to make a lot of clothes for this doll, and it was the first time I did that. So let's show you some of these clothes. I have made all of these clothes for this doll. I never sew, I am not good at sewing, and it was very difficult to me to make these clothes. I have to make all the patterns for these clothes from zero, because patterns for real life cats do not fit on the doll. There are 3 types of clothes, like you can see, and I'm going to show you the cat using each one of those. Let's take a look. First group of clothes is these ones. And here is how it looks. Let's move on to the other clothes. This one is my favorite. I think it's very cute, and it looks like a jaguar. And there is some texture on it, like plush texture. This one is very cool. I made this from the cover of an old agenda and fur. He looks badass with this one. Moving on to the second group of clothes. I tried to make a cloth with a hood, which is not the best. It was very hard to make, and well, it is more difficult than it looks, but I think it's good enough for the first time. Let's move on to the third and last group of clothes of this cat. This type was the easier to make. And I think they look pretty cute. When opening these clothes, you should have to hold on the metal part of the buttons and then split. Now it's time to show you the colors I have made for Jacob. I've made a lot and they were very fun to make. The main color is this one. I have tried to make a copy from the ones I have seen in almost all of the pictures of the real cat. At first I didn't knew I would be able to make this color because I took time to think in a good way to make them. I've made them out of plastic bottle, painted the background with nail polish. This green and blue is nail polish. I also used a chromed tape at the back so they look like metal tags. This one have a small detail here, little green spot, also with nail polish, and just a small piece of rope, and it hold it close. I've made some of the colors for special occasions. This one I made for Christmas time. This one is for Halloween. This one is for maybe 4th of July. Also the colors of a baseball team. This one maybe for New Year's. And the next ones are just colors I like. And now the bigger ones. When putting on the color, make sure the hook is pointing up and not in direction of the doll, like this, because it has a sharp edge here that can scratch the paint. For the last, these are kind of scarves for the little cat. They have to be put on with some kind of tape. I will show you just a few of these scarves to not make the video too long. As I mentioned, you have to use a double face tape to put them in place. I don't know if you call it double face tape, but both of the edges or the sides are sticky. Well guys, you don't know how difficult it was for me to make this video, to try to speak. So I hope you like it, and again, I'm sorry for any mistakes. I'm going to make a video of me packaging this cat. A lot of people ask me how do I package my dolls, so I hope it be helpful for you. And next video you will see Jake again.